Hello everybody, I am Moldy West, and this is Hollow Knight Silksong once again. In the last episode, we ran around in deep docks, picked up the ability to sprint, which is very useful. That's also fun to do. Darsh. And we fought Lace and talked to the Flea Master, and also found one of the fleas scattered throughout the kingdom. But now it's time to get back to business. The business of moving forward in our lives and seeing what the road has to offer. And now, we keep on moving. And, right, I gotta come at this from the other side. Kinda forgot about that being a thing. That opens up a nice straightforward path for you to go running along if you don't feel like fast traveling, which the only reason you wouldn't want to fast travel is if you didn't want to dump money into the opening up of all the beetle stations. Well, I'm not even sure if they're called beetle stations. Bell beast burrows, more like it. Ow, boulder! Hey, frayed rosary string. Really could have used that earlier when I was looking for map money. Anyway, this little bastard needs to stop living so we can move. And away we go. That's not a secret wall. This is where we need to be. And then we can drop down and activate the thingamabob. And then there's you. Stabbed in the ass, all your money's gone, but at least I can take your clothes. You won't be needing them now that you're a fucking corpse lying there, all lifeless and whatnot. Really could have used the money that fell out of him, though. But unfortunately, that all got donated to the spikes. More clothes for me. And you, I just don't like you. You're all scuttly and weird and you got a skull on your head. And we're almost at the droppy down point. And you, get out of my way. I want to see if there's anything over here in this potential dead end that may or may not have anything. Well, there's nothing I can see here. Yeah, I wasted a little time poking around in that corner earlier. Oh, fuck. Ah, there we go. Oh, your clothes. Can't forget about your clothes. I gotta steal a lot more of that. And, yeah, the fucking angle of the down stab for that is... I always get fucked up by that, especially when there's lots of them back-to-back, flip-flopping directions, and then I gotta also happen to be above a big old pit of spikes. You know they like doing shit like that. Anyway, let's... down. Yes, we want down, and we want down right here, but not that far down! And I was stuck in place because landed real hard on my fragile little ankles. Grindle's still here digging through whatever the hell that stuff is. But we can definitely be more careful about our droppies so that we can get down here and do the thing over this way. And button goes press, press. I can't climb up there. But this thing, directional buttons on it, moves us back and forth over the lava pit. And that's all I wanted to do. Back to actual business now. Ow, my ass. Who would have thought my ass was that flammable? Ah, piss balls. Can you maybe be still for a second? There you go. Now, did that money land on a platform? No, it did not. Straight into the lava. That money has gone to Satan down in the fiery depths of hell. unfortunate, but the S-man down there needs him money too. The economy's been rough on everybody. Now we could head further down, but I think off to the right is the direction of progress. Yep, these are definitely new enemies. This is the far fields. And that's a dead guy. Oh, that's not supposed to come this way. Ow, I wanted you to go right, stupid bomb. Why the bomb's such a pain in the ass? I'm gonna, burn silk before I go smacking you again. Waste not, want not, and I don't want to go wasting silk that I could have by not hitting you. And that bomb didn't hit you in the face as I had hoped. So yeah, here's one of those tougher red ant looking guys, and that thing went in the opposite direction that I expected it to. Yow. There you go. Where'd the little guy go? There he is. If I can kill you, I can focus on the stronger of you two without any outside interference. And outside interference is the worst thing you can possibly do to anybody. And now eat shit and die. Those guys are tough, but they are fun to fight, unless you're bad at the game. In which case you might have a hard time with them. But once you learn and start whooping their asses left and right, then you start finding the enjoyment of slaughtering them. Then you get to be a true warrior, to relish in your enemy's defeat. Gusts of wind. I can't really do anything with them here except stand here and get the Marilyn Monroe treatment. Now then, right in the lava. This is not the last solid ground that I was standing on, but I will take it. Ow. And these guys in their shreddy little tails smacking for two. At least these platforms don't sink in the lava, and that was there just to get us a handful of shell shards. Fucking bombs. You're supposed to be revealing hidden paths and shit, not just blasting us open some consumable treasury type things. Hello, Shakra. Shakira. Shakra, you look well at home in these wilds. Poshanka, these scorched fields offer many paths and much combat. To leap from vantage upon the red shells, or to meet them face front with wings ready, or with rings ready, because you fight with rings, that's a thing you do. These are decisions to live for. I am much surprised those soft pilgrims ever safely climbed this scorched and savage place. Anyway, that's a map of the far fields that I will be buying off of you. And those vendor pins I'm 2 beads short of, but the Bellway pins, yes! Knowing where the fast travel points are will be a really good thing to have. And I need to remember that that is in the lava, and this is further down than I want to be. I also saw another bomb jutting out of the wall over there on the right that I may or may not be able to reach. Now, if I was to... There you go! Okay. That gave us a couple more shell shards, most of which fell into the lava. But did that open a nice little secret? Nope, it was only a shell shard hole. God damn it. Why is that just shell shards and not a thing I can go into for other thingies? Now, to the left. Alright, this is just solid ground with blowy wind. Good to air the old taint out once in a while. but it isn't much traversal help at this very moment until we pick up something new, which we are very close to getting. Can I? Shitballs. Nah. Okay. I really do need to be less stupid about a lot of the things I do, but hey, you know me. At least the wind kept those handful of shell shards out of the lava for me. They did do that. A little bit of niceness goes a long way. And we're going inside this big balloon-looking thing. Pardon me, I'm just gonna sit down on this thing for a second. And now what have you to say?
Madon.
Well, aren't you a sight? No, don't tell me. You're as odd as they come. Your poise, your form. Are you hunted? Pursued? The Citadel would see a fine prize in you.
Fadastama.
It is as you say, madame. Veiled bugs have brought me to your land. I seek them now for answers.
Keskomel.
Ha! Fierce too. These are bleak times, but a powerful stray like you could certainly cause some change. Well then, I've no love for that holy caste, and I do worry for this kingdom's ailing state. If you're seeking to settle a score, perhaps I can lend some aid.
Hello,
If you're planning to ascend from these low fields, you'll be needing some lift, and I'm just the bug to help. Head for the caves beyond my home. The bugs within produce a spine with a marvelous core, flexible yet strong.
Keskomel.
Cut their spines and collect their cores. Return to me, and I'll soon have your old cloak transformed into something far more buoyant. Yep, flexile spines. We do need those. So we murder bugs, cut their spines out. Got it. But wouldn't their spines be on the outside because they got exoskeletons and shit? Maybe they don't even have spines. There are invertebrate creatures out in the world. A smart choice. Get out there and gather those spine cores, and best you be quick about it. As nice as it is to have the company, if you hang around too long, those citadel bugs will turn their gaze upon me as well. Yes, I see your point, seamstress. Now let's just smack my face into the wall as I rush off to the right and slay a few beasts that have spines. And you ain't one of them. You're a spineless little wretch is what you are. But you are a money-carrying spineless wretch. And there's your clothes. I further humiliate you by taking your clothes, and now you spit those spines out in all kinds of random directions. But now, let's just smack ya, spiny, spine, and yeah, there's this guy. Get out of here. I need you to not interfere while I'm spine collecting. I will take your clothes, and I think that's the last clothes I need. Yes, it is. The clothes was written in yellow text, which means that's the last one I be needing. I can't reach that spine that's up in the ceiling. I'd appreciate you putting your spines in closer surfaces, because I do need a big fistful of them. How many exactly? 25. Oh shit, there was a spine over there in that wall to the right that I didn't notice. Anyway, you go Kersploders and reveal a path off to the right. But before we go to the right, there be more spines we need to collect. And, yep, got that one. Got your face hole. All of your spines belong to me now. That one got blown away. And, yeah, there you are. That's where you landed. Let us waste no spines. Of course, just another shell shard bomb. And then there's you. Get the fuck up on out of here, guarding these beads like that.
They're mine! My beads! I will put them where they belong, inside of me! And... okay, a couple more spines. That's where those two landed. Now... fix myself before we charge on ahead, dauntlessly into the unknown. And up in here... we've got rings dangling from the ceiling, but they ain't chakras rings. And you drop a big ass bomb. Probably could have used that to kill them little guys, but that would have been a waste. And this looks like the frame of a pay bench that just ain't here right now. Now, there you go. Spear right through both of y'alls. Big bomb. I only wanted to blast they corpses, just for the funny, and I cannot do anything with that. I think I might have found an ability that does something with that in my own playthrough, but not here. Not yet. That spike went right where I didn't want it to go. They always go where I don't want them to go. Ah, fuck. Anyway, can one of these spines land in a more opportune place? That would be great. Looks like we're only getting like one, maybe two spines out of this guy. Yep. We need all of them. All of your spine should be mine. God damn it, why did it land in the spikes? And stick one in the floor, one in the ceiling. One of them went off to the right. Probably hit that wall, but we got all the spines we need now. And I want to go that way, but I can't seem to reach. Unless... why did you stop sprinting? You were not ordered to stop sprinting. God damn it. I think we can finagle this. Now. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. You just... Alright, God damn it. And now from here we sprint, jump, dash. Fuck. Now, why are you no longer grabbing ledges? You are supposed to be grabbing ledges when you are just right up on there. And now jump, darsh, and refuse to ledge grab. You are supposed to ledge grab, jump, darsh. There we go. There was a couple of spines in him. At least this guy is easy to deal with. Oh, there goes a couple of beads. Just think of all the ice cream we could have bought with those. Hey, there they are. Those beads shall not be wasted. And now, let's keep moving. That's all you can do in trying times such as these is run like a motherfucker and hope it's enough. Oh! And also not go flinging yourself into a pool of lava, because that would be very counterproductive. While lava is real cool, and not in a temperature kind of way, it would burn the living fuck out of you. Well then, I can tell by the rattling from within your cloak, your hunt was a success. If you'll kindly pass over the cores, I can get to work. Yes. Have some spine cores, and do what you will with them. Perfect. These should be more than enough. Wait there, just a moment, and we'll soon have you soaring up and away from these lowlands. Ha! Oh! Ha! The Drifter's Cloak. I hold A in the air, and then we can glide. This is fine work, seamstress. Your modifications will aid me greatly. You're quite welcome, dear. I've rare opportunity to practice such intricate sewing, and a warrior sort like you will be able to properly appreciate my additions. Float away now, stray one, and do try not to die. I'd rather not have my hard work go to waste. Yes, you're sounding like a particularly lovable blacksmith that I know. Just a moment, dear, before you scurry off. I'm loath to spoil the surprise, but curiosity begs me to ask, Do you know why they pursue you, those citadel bugs?
Da, fenestra.
No certainty, but I've a strong suspicion. They hunt me for my nature, for the silk produced within my shell. Aha! Truth, no doubt. In Farloom, yours is a rare skill, prized beyond measure, to channel one's soul within a thread, soul and silk inseparably linked. It is a skill almost lost from Farloom. These old weavers shared it, but they're long dead now.
Cadestre.
There's another alive in this kingdom that shares my nature, or some part of it. I've seen silk similar to my own. It snares the shells of those upon the roads. I've seen it wrap them, possess them whole. There is will within that thread, one that seems to come from somewhere above us, the citadel. Good sharp sight you've got, that citadel. All roads towards, and all answers waiting, and a long climb up there, my dear. Now, it's time for you to get going. Your style and your silk sure are fine, but stay too long and you'll only be trouble for me. Yeah, you make your seams. We got that cloak, which allows us to umbrella mode. Look at me floating around like that. And with that, we can ride these air currents up and away. But one thing that tripped me up a lot when I first picked this up is you gotta press A again after coming out of the air current. Otherwise, you just won't be gliding. It cancels out your first glide, and then you gotta start it up again. Anyway, I gotta sit down. I got smacked by a walking plant. And with that, I'm all out of time for this episode, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye.